Good evening, everybody. Check, 1, 2, check. Got no audio. Don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Check. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Holy Redeemer and Math, Civics, and Science Night here on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. Starting lineups getting introduced. John Mendola joined once again by Mark Atherton. We're making a habit of this stuff. This has been a fun run the last few days. And, boy, our whole community is excited for every team. Last night, everybody was fired up about Riverside and Dallas. And then tonight, people fired up here about Holy Redeemer.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time for District 2 as a whole. And certainly Dallas winning last night hopefully sets a tone for Redeemer tonight.
Well, we know what we're going to get. Another Philadelphia school with a lot of talent like last night. This team is athletic. And you look up the street address on this, you're talking North Broad Street in Philly.
Yeah, I saw a little tape of Math, Civics, and Science, and, boy, they're big. 6'9", 235, 6'5". I mean, it's a tall task for Redeemer.
And, of course, Holy Redeemer knows what tough tasks are, as they were able to take down one of the best teams in the state in executive education over the weekend that went to overtime, a 17-0 run, something we've never seen. It was crazy, but it was awesome.
It was awesome, John. And, you know, the definition of underdog, nothing to lose, everything to gain. The more that people doubt Redeemer, the more motivated they become. And they are a motivated team right now playing.
Zach Purda, Darryl Wright came to play. That was a huge difference for Redeemer. Not that they don't come to play, but they just played lights out.
I think if everybody gives just a little bit more, and that's what you have to do as you go deeper and deeper into the state run.
And Darryl Wright will take the basketball here for Holy Redeemer tonight at Freedom High School, not too far from where we were last night at Liberty High School in Bethlehem. Right off the bat, the get-go from Zach Purda to the rack. Nice that you can finish early and drive. You mentioned Khalif Crawley, 6'9". He looks like he's about 25 years old with that beard. He is one big dude. And he's got some touch.
Wow. That's impressive.
They're going to trap and give you that full court pressure. These lollipop passes have become a little bit more of a thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a little scary, too, because, again, you know, these defenders are quick, and they can pick those off.
Justice Schultz off the dribble near the free throw line. Banks were open for a second, but it bounced out. 3-2 the score. It is a lead from Math, Civics, and Science. We just think math's important, so we put that up on the scoreboard. You know, we know the Civics and Science are as well. Less to say, and a travel call.
Yeah, that was good. They double-teamed him and down low. He actually dribbled backward, so that's what we like to see, right? Nothing going to the hoop. Little 1-2-2 pressure here. 1-2-1-1, I should say.
6:36 on the clock. Justice Schultz back with the basketball as we are here at Freedom High School. Beautiful setting. Got a little fan section there on the other end and a little force of a shot there. Come back down to the Math, Civics, and Science team in white and a lefty on the right-hand side. That looked manly. Still setting up this zone pressure. Redeemer able to get it across and get it back over to Purda. Purda looks really quick right now, but so does this team from Philadelphia on Broad Street.
You see, I like to see how the big guy, how he's defending that ball screen. He's kind of lane protecting, coming out a little bit.
Turnover now from Math, Civics, and Science. Justice Schultz tried to take it to the rack once, pulled up for a jumper on another. he tries to go in there with the bigs and going the other way.
Yeah, I think what Redeemer might find a little more success with, the big guy Crawley, 6'9", guarding Jeff, and Jeff staying around the post, is keeping him in the post. When they go a little smaller, if the big guy has to guard Proshak may be able to pull him outside, which opens up the driving lanes a little bit more. And then if he stays inside, Matt could hit that three. Here comes the big again.
He throws up a softie. What touch. So a good job there by Math, Civics, and Science. 7-2. This is kind of how the game started against Executive Education. And then Redeemer started to get a little fiery. Schultz couldn't make that one. Two bigs down low. Couldn't get the rebound. It's coming the other way. Schultz has to guard two dudes, and it's a travel.
Yeah, got a little break there with the travel. Unforced error, but Redeemer right now just has to find their rhythm. It's not real tough pressure right now. It's almost like a slowdown pressure, which I'm not quite sure why they're looking to do that, but I would think they'd want to speed up Redeemer.
Let's see, as Justice Schultz now has the basketball, 4:16 first quarter. It's flying by. Just 2 points here for the Royals. And a nice take there by Darryl Wright.
Yeah, great take. Way to attack the basket.
So the Mighty Elephants here from Philadelphia have a 7-2 lead. There's 4:08 on the clock. No timeouts by either squad yet, and just one foul. So this is what you get here in the state playoffs, and a big, long rebound there by number 23, Nair Poplar. He's 6'5". We got some big kids here on the floor right now.
Big kids and, nice size, obviously.
Burton with the jumper off the front of the rim and a rebound by Prochak. We haven't heard anything from Matt Prochak yet, but I've seen 5 college coaches show up, and I think they're thinking of him. I'm sure they're looking at a lot of players here on this floor in the quarterfinal. Kozerski with a pick, rolled a little late, but again, more of just a presence defensively and does what he has to do. Here is Matty Prochak. Back over to Darryl Wright. 3:26 on the clock, 5-point deficit.
Now they got the big guy away from the basket.
Prochak for three. Light it up, Matt Prochak.
See, I like the offense. The big guy tried to hedge that time. They drew him pretty far away from the hoop, which allowed that basket on the ball reversal.
Somehow it's 7-6, Redeemer right there, but a three-pointer as we see dagger after dagger with these teams out of Philly. We saw it yesterday with West Philadelphia, but Dallas was able to handle it. So Trent Middleton is a stud. Perda back over to Prochak and Schultz. They know what's coming. Can they stop it? Kozerski does a good job of just getting the possession back. 2:29 on the clock. 10-6 is the count. Schultz with a one-on-one against the 6'9" big boy. Schultz goes up and draws a foul.
That's his first. I think that's important. If you pick up even a second foul on him early, he has to play a little bit softer than being the big guy in the paint.
So here comes Schultz on that free throw line. Ten to 7. Redeemer just they find a way to claw back into this. They only had 2 points. Schultz takes his time. Great stroke. 10-8. 2-point deficit. And here comes the Mighty Elephants. Bethis back over to Middleton. Two minutes on the clock. Long three, rims out. Jeff Kozerski with a big rebound. Here's Prochak up court. They're going to go right at him. Now, they're lucky because that went off the Mighty Elephants there. Here comes Wright. Darryl Wright draws the foul.
And it's interesting, MCS, are we going to call them Math or MCS, whatever we're going to call them, they already have the big guy out on the bench. So, again, it allows Darryl Wright to attack right to the rim. And, again, I say that, but they have 2 6'5" guys in place of him.
Absolutely.
Well, he's coming back into the game now.
Yeah, he heard you down up here. He's listening in, I think. Rimmer out there. $1:41 on the clock. Beautiful facility here at Freedom High School in Bethlehem on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. John Medola joined by Crestwood head coach Mark Atherton. 10-9, so a 1-point deficit. They're doing it right now on that free throw line. Doesn't have to be pretty as long as it's effective. And the Mighty Elephants down now in their half-court set. Great defense there by Schultz. Kozerski, Garden, the Tolly in Crawley. Three-pointer rims out, and Justice Schultz with a rebound.
3 red on the board there. I like that.
Prochak from way out there. That was NBA range.
Wow, downtown for sure. That was about a 25-footer.
Prochak's got every coach right now eyeing him up and salivating. Three-pointer the other way is going to be short, but they get the rebound and, almost a goaltending. Cylinder, ball on the cylinder, didn't call it, it was close. Prochak feeling it, he pulls up another three, going to be a little short. Almost a steal. Nice job by Darryl Wright. And Redeemer is up 2 with 38.5 in the first.
I like the first 3. I don't like that 3 attempt by Matt. I think little feet weren't under him, but he was feeling it.
Yeah, little line drivey on him. But that first one was ridiculous. And I guess when you make that one, you're like, yeah, it's 5 feet shorter.
They had the numbers, actually. I think maybe to attack to the glass a little bit, but I think Redeemer likes, even though they win fast here, I think they like to pace. 10-12, that's a good score for them.
Talking to assistant coach Layton, saying 2 teams that are very talented, like executive education and math, civics, and science, but 2 different styles.
Yeah, I think one of the big things here is, if they could get a stop here and go up 2 points at the end.
Bethis gets it over to number 25, Crawley. Rebound, 12-10. Redeemer with the lead here to N1. For Mark Atherton and John Medola here on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network, we'll take a breath, and we'll come back for quarter number 2. We are back here in Bethlehem. Mark Atherton, John Medola, and the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. We're in the quarterfinals, Mark, on today. But Friday, Dallas is going to play in the state semifinals. That's going to be an interesting game. I think they got Newman.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll double check that, but I think it's Newman Goretti.
Yeah, they do have Newman Goretti.
Yeah.
Newman Goretti beat Bethlehem, yes, right, Catholic, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then we got a bunch of teams that are underway today. I mean, Old Forge is playing, Holy Cross is playing, Dunmore girls are playing. Scranton is playing here this evening after this game. So, you know, great to see our local teams doing what they do. Here's Holy Redeemer showing up. And let's see what these guys could do here. Kozerski in the middle.
Now Redeemer's coming out in a little zone, little 2-3 zone here. Same.
Oh, no call, good block. And that was blocked by Schultz's elbow. About 6 seconds off that clock, and Schultz will get there at about 8.5. Here is Justice Schultz to the rack, couldn't finish, good rebound, and it's coming the other way, little transition basketball.
Great defense by Wright there to stop that transition. One of the things, John, I had in the first quarter, points in the paint. I think it's a key to keep Matt Civics and Science to shoot over the top and not get points in the paint. And they had 4, but Holy Redeemer also had 4.
So Khalif Crawley Jr., 6'9", 235, is number 25. The big boy, Kozerski's giving up inches, but he can match muscle. Spinner, Crawley's got a nice touch to him, didn't finish that one, and Matt Prochak rips the rebound. Gets it up to Schultz. Schultz has an opportunity here. Takes the jumper at the elbow, score! 4-point advantage here for Holy Redeemer. Down the other way here. And we draw a foul. So that is Jaheim Bethea. Wright's got 2. Jacob Hunter will be ready to come in here shortly.
The substitution for Math, Civics, and Science entering the game, number 2, Hamed Sneed.
Steal by Schultz.
Oh. He anticipated that one.
4-point advantage. Dallas led a good portion of last night against West Philadelphia. This one thrown into Kozerski, and Schultz just not on the same page there. Jeffrey will run down and play some defense, be that presence in the middle. Had some foul trouble over the weekend, got socked in the eye, he still came back. And there's an open look right there out of Burton. So Asim Burton goes 6'2". He's a sophomore. Got a bunch of seniors in this lineup for Math, Civics, and Science. The Mighty Elephants here against the Royals of Holy Redeemer. Matt Prochak a little long on that. Him and Kozerski in the similar area. Still 2-point lead here for Holy Redeemer. They go inside, Crawley with a travel. As we get through all these games, you just start seeing, I remember that guy, that college official.
Oh, yeah, and there's no doubt. I like Kozerski up here, ball screening. Now they're going, looks like maybe a stagger ball screen here. Kozerski's rolling, Prochak popping.
Schultz misses that jumper, 5:26 on the clock. Like to see Perda and Wright get a little bit more involved like they were over the weekend. That really was important, I thought, offensively. But, hey, there's a 2-point lead here for Holy Redeemer. You take what you can get sometimes in the state playoffs with just over 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think so far. I mean, most of the shots, maybe a little rush by Matt on that 1-3. But otherwise, I like the shots. But I agree. I wish it was spread out a little bit more.
They go underneath. There's some strippings by Wright. So Darrell Wright, a junior. Jacob Hunter on the floor. Out comes Wright. Hunter is athletic, thin. He can run like a deer.
He's not afraid to attack the basket either.
Big take there. Kozerski says, get it out of here, and no foul. Perda extra steppy, and it's an offensive charge.
Yeah, I think Perda should have taken it right off the bat. He kind of held up a little bit. I think he should accelerate. He had a one-on-one. I think that would have been a little bit better.
It's hard to stay consistent and play at the highest of levels. You're going to play at a high level here in the playoffs, but you're going to have some ups and downs, some ebbs and flows. And right now, Holy Redeemer just kind of feeling their way out here against the Mighty Elephants. Get that out of here, Jacob Hunter. Great anticipation as he stuffed.
Looks like Redeemer has switched back to man-to-man. So about 4 minutes of zone, coming back to the man-to-man.
So Hyman Sneed at the other end of Jacob Hunter. Trent Middleton. Burton. Outside shot here. That's way off, and a rebound over there by Schultz. So Griffin shot no good. Hunter will drive, takes about a 5-7 footer, missed it. Rebound, foul. What do we got? A push going the other way.
Looks like a foul on Kazurski. Pushing.
Timeout on the floor, 3:48 to go. 2-point lead, we'll be back. We are back. Papchak's in.
Proshak moved over on the big guy Crawley.
Johnson into the ball game. And Hunter gets the rebound. So a nice job by Jacob Hunter being athletic. They need him to be every bit of that. Extra steppy, tip uppy, and in. That's got to be on 10. I think they're going to call it both ways.
I missed it. What happened on that?
So Prochak was running back, and 10 got in his way. Then he gave him the business again, but they didn't call a foul, I don't think. It's just, hey, don't do that again.
Yeah, maybe a good piece of officiating.
Yeah, I mean, you give him the warning. I thought maybe it was one edge because he gave it to him twice.
Right.
Prochak, was like together, but what are you going to do? He goes in, he drives and takes the shot, and that's Burton right now. 16-14. 2:52. And credit to both teams being here tonight in the quarterfinal. Semifinal coming this weekend. That should have been a foul.
Sure.
Here comes Purda. Back over to Hunter. Hunter will drive in back to Purda. Nobody flat-footed. He didn't have much of a choice there. Hunter goes up and gets fouled. So credit to Purda. He didn't have the best look, but he's like, if I throw this up, maybe we'll get a rebound. We got 3 dudes in there.
And you know what? It goes to show you don't have to be the biggest guy always to get the ball. Balls get tipped around in there. But if you have more hands in there, you have more of a chance to get the rebound. And that's what happened with Hunter. And now he's going to hit 2 free throws possibly.
I like telling this story about Jacob Hunter. So I was coaching junior high track, and he would be a kid that you could put in any event. Coach, you need me in this? I'll go run the mile. I'll run the 400. You need a sprinter? He would do he'd run through a brick wall for you. He ends up going over to Holy Redeemer. I think he's doing the same thing there. He is a great young man.
Yeah, he really is.
He had these big spec glasses, and he would just try like heck. And
you love a kid like that, don't you?
Oh,
whatever you need, Coach.
Yep. His mom loved everything he did and very supportive of him. Justice Schultz back with the basketball. 2:08 on the clock. It is a 4-point Redeemer lead. They've been good on that free throw line. It's important. Schultz, a spinner. How about that? Daddy lefty.
See, what I love about this now, what I love is the matchups. The big guy goes on Proshak. The big guy goes on Proshak. Proshak pulls him outside the screen. Schultz denied the screen, but the big guy was still out in the arc, in which allowed him the opportunity to attack the rim with not having 6'9" to go against.
Now Schultz, his ability to take the ball to the rack. And we just don't know, like, basketball's kind of, you think all the sports recruiting-wise, like, okay, is this kid like, an instant impact player D3? He could go play in the PSAC. Could he be a small D1? What could he do? I think he could do a little bit of whatever he wants to do. He's a gamer. He shows up and makes plays and steps up.
We all know he's a Division I track athlete, right?
Yep.
He's won a state champion. Football, he's probably a year away, right? Just coming back and playing football for the first time in a long time. Probably a year away from being a Division I football player. And basketball, maybe, I'm not sure what they're not seeing, but if it's his jump shot, that might be maybe a year away from him working on that and finishing, because he finishes at a Division I level. He runs a court at a Division I level. I don't really know what it is. His defense is Division I.
There's Matt Prochak trying to throw up anything he could, and we'll get a foul. Is that Wright's third? I think it's. All right, that's good. So Papchak got the foul.
Yeah, that is good. And it's good because I think everybody knows what we mean. We don't need one on Proshak.
No, or the third on Wright. $1:12 on the clock, still a 6-point Holy Redeemer lead. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the West Philadelphia team. They weren't shooting well at all.
No.
And, Dallas took advantage of that last night. Here we have a Holy Redeemer team that, they're up 6, but, boy, it could be double digits right now.
And, again, with the big guy out, I'm looking to see if Justice or maybe Hunter attacks that rim.
52 seconds on the clock. We're in the first half. The second quarter is going to be over. It seems like it's the first quarter the way this game has gone. Turnover. They're going up top. Schultz is going to go for the good try, but Middleton scored it. He's got the ups, 20-16. Tried to time that perfectly. 4-point advantage.
And, again, you don't see that very often, Redeemer turning it over, but, you got tough defenders here.
Tip in, still alive. Papchak almost came up with it. Now it's coming the other way. Burton almost lost the basketball. 10 seconds on the clock. They kick it out. They're going to drive in. And jump ball going Redeemer's way with 5.5 seconds mark.
That's a really good defensive play.
So let's see if Redeemer could capitalize on this and finish. Hunter, the long ball gets picked off. Here comes the shot the other way. Oh, they got lucky. Redeemer 20. Math, Civics, and Science 16.
That's a big break right there. That would have been a 6-0 run, right, to finish for Math, Civics, and Science.
We'll take a timeout. Quarter number 3 will come your way. We'll be back. We're back. Quarter number 3. Getting ready to get underway here at Freedom High School in Bethlehem. On the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network, I'm John Mendola, joined by Crestwood basketball coach Mark Atherton. And lead for Redeemer. How about some things you think they need to do here in this second half?
Well, I think if you're a Redeemer, you look for the check marks, what you did well. I think they kept Math from scoring in transition, kept them off the boards for the most part, so no offensive putbacks really that hurt you, and you forced them to shoot jump shots. I don't like Math, Civics, and Science's energy. You know, I thought they'd have a little bit more, and I'm worried Redeemer is going to see a little bit more energy from this team. But you have to be happy if you're Coach Guido, right? Up 4 points, and the score, holding them to 16 points is a good thing.
Jumper right off the bat. Rebound contested, Justice Schultz. Darrell Wright. Prochak back over to Wright. Perta just hanging over there. He'll run through, and so will Schultz. They get it into Perta's hands. Awfully quick. Perta almost lost that little body control he had. Prochak now trying to set up down low. They're draped all over him. Trying to be aggressive is Poplar. Wright back to Prochak. Fakes the 3. Gets it to Perta. Perta tried to go off the dribble. Take a quick peek at it. It wasn't there. Good job. And Wright will throw a runner. Kozerski with a huge rebound. Perta down. Yeah!
It's a big shot right there. Off an offensive rebound. Good job, Kozerski.
So Perta throwing it in the hole. 23-16, 7-point lead. Bethis going to drive, goes low, kicks it back out. Now they slow it down again. Thought they'd be a little more aggressive there. Trying to get it into the big boy. Crawley.
That's what the Redeemer guards do. He put it on, tried to put it on the floor, and the ball's gone.
Almost a carry there by Wright. Quick. Oh, nice job by Kozerski getting a big boy in the air, and that's a foul.
Nice head fake there by Kozerski.
Doesn't matter, he didn't score. You get another foul there. 2 fouls now on the 6'9" Crawley.
Boy, I didn't think there's too many people that can make Matt Prochak look small. Standing right next to him. He's a big guy.
He is a large man. He's got a beard.
They list him at 235, but I mean, he looks more like he's 245.
265, something. I don't know.
I'm trying to give him a little, but
yeah,
and he's pretty mobile. He runs the court all right.
How about his soft touch?
Yeah, unbelievable.
That miss there.
Grab it.
Somebody's got to be aggressive, and it was Kozerski saying, that's my ball, and I'm going to go play with it. 5:59 on the clock, 23-16. Matty P. Lefty, Kenny, nothing. And it goes out of bounds, but it's still good for the Royals. But, man, Matt was trying. That was a try-hard effort. You needed that right there.
Yeah, and I like that they went inside to him.
Prochak. They're trying to frustrate him, and Kozerski goes hard, and I love that effort from Jeffrey. Starting to get a little physical here, Mark. Control
yes,
physical, but a 7-point lead for the Royals of Holy Redeemer with a big bench over there for the Mighty Elephants. And a nice put in by Poplar. Darrell Wright now with a basketball. Back over to Perta. We got a hand check right there. That's good on Middleton.
And as a coach, that frustrates you. He's about 40 feet from the hoop, going lateral, and you hand check him for no reason.
23-18, 5:10 on the clock, quarter number 3. Justice Schultz. They're getting in his pocket. Tried to sell the foul there. Back over to Perta. Perta to the rack. Score the bucket as Matt Prochak tips it in.
Once again, just bringing the big guy out a little like a ball screen. Open up that lane for Perta.
Nice step there by Kozerski. They kick it out. 3-pointer. the Mighty Elephants able to put it up and in. That's the Butler did it. No, it's Burton.
That's 2 offensive rebound scores now for them.
2 team fouls here on math, civics, and science. 4:20 on the clock. Quarter 3. Justice Schultz drew a little attention, a little late whistle, but the right call. Body contact.
Math, civics, and science foul number 23, Nair Butler.
Now, if I'm Redeemer, I'm very happy with my defense, except the last 2 possessions. They got to finish the play by boxing out. A couple missed box out assignments, and they got putbacks.
Free throws. Again, the importance of them. Justice shows pretty good here. There was a time I remember in basketball, and much like bowling, okay, you hit the hand, you get a strike, whatever. But in basketball, I don't always remember hitting the hand after a free throw. And it kind of, one of those little pet peeves, I'm like, get a greasy hand or something.
You know what's funny, John? About 10, 15 years ago, the referees tried to cut that out. They wouldn't let you do it. They thought it was to speed up the game. But they couldn't stop the kids from doing it, and I think they felt badly if they were going to call some sort of, penalty on it, so they just let it go. But they tried to.
I'd have to come up with some other, little thing. It's 27-20. There's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. We are back. 4:15 on the clock in the third, 27-20. John Mendola, Mark Atherton with you on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. I want to thank our friends at the PIAA. Semifinals coming up this weekend. Dallas plays Friday down here in the Lehigh Valley. That game will be streamed on NFHS. I know that for sure. So that's a definite. So people get to pay to watch that game. They have the rights, NFHS, for Dallas area this weekend. Going to get a foul right here. Perta gets a foul.
It's like Redeemer's back in his zone, back to their 2-3 zone.
Yeah, the big guy, Crawley, will reach a little bit there for a screen. We're going to get a foul. And, man, Redeemer need to close that.
Yeah, I think Matt Prochek had to come over a little bit more to close that gap.
So Darrell Wright now gets his 3rd foul here, but we are halfway through the 3rd. 3-point attempt is going to be off the front of the rim, but they get the rebound there. Schultz sells his body over there. Here's Wright. Runner. Prochek gets fouled. That was a long strider.
That went from one side of the court to the other side, and Matt did a great job running right down the middle. You teach your big guys run for the middle of the rim, and he was rewarded for his effort.
I haven't seen one of his brothers in a couple of years. I just saw him out in the lobby, and I think he's like 6'8", 6'9". I'm thinking, man, Matt's like 6'4", 6'5", whatever that is.
He might have another inch or two in him.
It might have been late growers, these Prochek guys. But they've been fantastic for the Holy Redeemer community. And, Dad's really into it, and whole family, just athletic family. Sister is a great basketball player.
And, as good as they all were, they're all great people, too.
29-20. Math, civics, and science. Schultz. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I don't like the call there.
No.
Clearly had his feet set.
He got thrown away like one of those potato chips on your belly,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he sold it well, but I thought that was purely offensive.
Had everything squared. It looked clearly like a charge from here.
Guido just clapped through it and okay, we're gonna move on. That ball is on the floor almost, and Jeffrey Kozerski gets another loose ball. Love Kozerski's hustle tonight. It's been a difference maker. Prochak fakes that, gives it to Wright. Wright's going to score the three, tries to. Went long with it and went off that back part of the rim. So a good attempt there by Darrell Wright. Whoa! 2 in a row, Justice Schultz.
Yeah, I think Paul's got to question this a little bit more. I know you don't want to put your team in it, but that's 2 in a row on Schultz, and they're tough calls.
Very tough. You got to have a conversation with that official. Dude, what else can I do? Whether it's Schultz or the coach.
Because one of the things you have to do against these guys is take away the lane, and taking a charge is part of it. They just took 2 beautiful charges and got both called blocks. That's rough.
29-20. Somehow Redeemer leads by 9. We'll take a timeout and be right back. Well, here we go, Mark. Still a 9-point advantage, Holy Redeemer. 14 fouls apiece, 2:57 on the clock. Third quarter, Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. Math, civics, science are going to drive, and they go backdoor. What a gorgeous bucket.
Kozerski's done a great job up until this point of showing his body. That one, he missed it. But that's one thing, that doesn't show up in the box score. That lane protect, showing your chest.
Down to a 7-point lead. Justice Schultz, he's got to be fired up after a couple of calls didn't go his way. So now let's see how he responds to that. Perda, he's got a wide open Schultz. Justice Schultz to the rack, and nobody contested that. That was like the departing of the Red Sea. Coming the other way.
That's got to be a charge.
Finally, there the Holy Redeemer faithful will say, we got one.
And there's Prochak adding another element to his game, taking a charge.
31-22, 2:08 on the clock.
So Matt Civic Science down, pulls up full court pressure, man-to-man.
Nothing Redeemer can handle with their 3 guards. Perda. Now with the basketball, gets around the first guy, and they get a reacher over there. So the reach around by Bethea.
Redeemer up 9. I'd love to see some patience and get another one to the rim.
Buck 51 on the clock. This has just a strange feel to this game, the way it's going right now. And not a negative or a positive, it's just a little different. And right now, Holy Redeemer under control and just not lighting up the basket, but doing enough. And not seeing math, civics, and science convert a whole lot on the other end. Prochak. Oh, the second effort. He went up against Crawley, missed the first one, able to tip that in. Oh, travel there. Everybody wanted it. Back over to the other side. They'll drive the lane and one. They'll miss the bucket. But a nice job by Jaheim Bethea.
Now it's funny, as Redeemer's in his zone. Zone is supposed to take away a little bit of the penetration, keep you out of foul trouble. It's kind of done the opposite. They've gotten the ball in the lane a little bit more against it.
Sometimes eking out a little bit there, right? Like we saw Dallas.
Yeah, they lost. Redeemer's losing a little bit of their gap coverage in this zone. Coach Gatto's telling them to box out. Absolutely. Box out.
How long has this guy been here? It's just like 8 seconds or what?
Yeah, 10 seconds. He used almost all of it.
Schultz, full court pressure, 33-24. Purda will be patient, get it back over to Schultz. We'll try to double him. Good luck with that. Right, Purda. Guido eyeing it up. Kozerski tried to come out for a screener. Purda throws up a prayer, missed everything, saves it. It's Prochak with a fake, gets it back out. Justin Schultz set it up, 52 seconds. Guido yelling it out. Let's do one. Back over to Purda. I like the patience here. That was as good as you're going to get. Right back to Schultz. Schultz dribbles in. Schultz to the rack. And one! Yeah! Got the call to go his way this time. 35-24.
Here comes Papchak into the game. Maybe Hunter come back. Maybe make sure that Darrell Wright doesn't pick up a fourth here.
Comes in for Kozerski. Gives him a little blow. 35-24, 11-point advantage, and a big bucket coming up here from Schultz. Been more than patient on this free throw line. Off the front of the rim. Here comes the Mighty Elephants. Miss. Who's going to get the rebound? And we got a foul there underneath. Is this on Schultz?
Yeah, that's on Schultz.
Let's hear how many. Is it 3 or 4?
Oh.
With 21.7 seconds. Man, that stinks.
That's a real tough foul. And you know, that's where, again, those two charges come into play. And again, I understand it could be a block or a charge, but you think one of them would have gone his way. Redeemer's going to have to play now a few minutes without Schultz. They've got to really box out here.
Oh, man. That was the highest I ever saw Prochak go up. Great job by Matt. All that work he has put in. 8 seconds and another foul here.
Matt Civics inside is foul number 3. Jaheim Bethea, his third teammate.
8 seconds left in the third, and both teams will be in the 1-1.
Shooting a 1-1 is number 1, Zachary Purda.
Here comes Purda. Big bucket by Purda. Every free throw, you just can't emphasize it enough. We've seen some misses. (36-24). So, you know, that's 3 trays of Old Forge or 2 trays of Old Forge.
Yeah.
8.1 seconds now on the clock. They get it over to the corner. Quick movement, 4 seconds. I got plenty of time. Misses out. Prochak with a big rebound with no time, and that will do it. Holy Redeemer and Matt Prochak, 37-24, 13-point advantage, quarter 4. Coming your way. Furthermore. Quarter 4, Holy Redeemer fans getting into it. A lot of fans here from northeastern Pennsylvania. As much. We've seen those Dallas people last night, but then the extended Dallas family. And tonight's the same. You see Holy Redeemer fans and the extended family. Rooting for the Royals. Leading by 13, John Medola and Mark Atherton with you here in the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. Inside, Matt Prochak. They can't stop him.
I would ride Prochak as long as you could ride him without Schultz in there.
And that is a tough miss there. Prochak stood still, and a tough miss there by Presley, as it's 15-point advantage with Schultz on the bench. 7:23. Darrell Wright. Matt Prochak outside off the front of the rim, but Jacob Hunter's there. Got knocked down. He's got to get up and get down. And the bucket inside. Nice play there by Poplar.
Here comes the run and the trapping.
Perda's got 3 dudes chasing him. Prochak uses his body so well.
Great pass, great decision by Zach Perda, and great finish by Matt.
These college coaches salivating right now what they're going to get out of Matt Prochak going forward.
I think Darrow's got to show a little bit more, a little bit more, I don't know if patience is a word, but that's his 4th. I guess discipline's the right word I'm looking for.
So
he
Wright,
just can't reach, right?
Yeah.
3 fouls in there.
Yeah, so you got Wright and Schultz both with 4 fouls. That's tough, but you're up 41-26. That's really good. So, they got to play it the way they do right now. And
yeah, you're looking at the good news is Coach Gatto's got a lot of timeouts, and you're up with a big lead, 15-point lead. The bad thing is you're putting them on the foul line and stopping the clock. Wow.
Banks are open. Darrell Wright just having that conversation with the officials, just making them think a little bit, and looked very respectful.
Papchak's got to make sure he boxes out on this one.
He does, but the hands were quick, and Papchak tried to get back into it. And they called the timeout. 30-second timeout.
They're telling Matt Prochak's telling Chris Papchak, you got that rebound pulled into your chin. They got quick hands. And you know what? Matt Civic Science is a little desperate right now. They're coming in with the hands from up in the ante with the pressure.
Quarter number 4, 6:44 to play. Inside ball game seemed easy right there.
Number 24, Isaiah Griffin.
Uh-oh. That was scary. I thought that one was going the other way. Here's Perda with that great burst. Zach Perda trying to go. Oh, man, good move. He's got to get back up and sprint down. High off the glass, a finish here by Presley. 41-29, 6:18. I think I'm going to Schultz right now. I'd like to get him in quicker and take my chances here.
Yeah, it's a big decision they have. Now it's down. It's a quick 5-0 run, down to 10.
Under 6 minutes to go. Big pick over there by Prochak. He gets the ball top of the key. A little bit of a line driver. Here comes corner pocket. Score it. It's a 3. Middleton. And now we get a foul. That'll be team foul number 9. Oh, Jeffrey Kozerski's coming off the bench right now. Papchak will come out. Darrell Wright going over, having that conversation right now with Coach Guido. 5:38. 41-34. Getting a little hairy close for my liking.
Yeah,
Mark.
8-0 run, I believe, by Matt Civics Science here. This would be big free throws now.
And that one didn't go in. So 19 fouls for the Mighty Elephants, 7 for the Royals. And a beautiful move there by Bethea. There's the 10th team foul. And that one's going to go against Middleton, it looks like.
Just like that, it's a 5-point game.
Schultz is coming. He's got 3. Here comes Schultz. With 5:24 to go. That foul was somewhere under 30 seconds. It might have been like 23 when he had it in the third quarter.
It's double bonus, so Schultz can't come in yet till after the first shot. You know, you want to know how valuable Schultz is? That's how valuable he is.
Returning for Holy Redeemer, number 11, Justice Schultz.
We're waiting for somebody to come back from the Mighty Elephants. Let's go get the ball. 43-36. Lefty. No go. Oh, man, what a rebound by Crawley. Prochek wanted it. Crawley just outmuscled him.
Yeah, just outmuscled him for that.
Here comes Schultz over to right. This is a tough spot, I think, for Guido, because how much coaching do you want to do? You know, you're up, you've been up, it's 4:55. The kids, you want to let the kids play, not make them feel tight. It's a tough spot.
Sure, and you're up at 1.15, but yet you want to keep the gas on the pedal, but be smart. I look for Schultz to get some drive right here.
Justice Schultz, and one! The Mighty Elephants keep hoping for a charge. Right now, the last two, he has put them right in the bucket. You get a kid like this, Mark, who's just strong off the dribble like Justice. That's not many kids can do that and take it to the rack and finish as strong as he could.
No, absolutely. And again, they're able to pull the big guy away from the basket, opening that up. And I think the reason that was a good call is the guy was under the basket a little bit too much.
45-38 now. John Madola, along with Mark Atherton here on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. I want to thank J.P. Aquilina, the athletic director and the administration of Holy Redeemer, for allowing us to broadcast this PIAA quarterfinal game. Get ready for somebody to get to the semifinals this weekend. 46-38. Kozerski went right after it. I didn't mind that at all.
No. No, I think the bigger thing you have to be concerned with is Redeemer up top of this zone. They really have to close off that dribble drive now. And I know Darryl Wright's thinking I have 4 fouls. It's not so easy.
Well, you got Jacob Hunter, who could come right off the bench if something happens and somebody's able to foul out. But still got to produce some offense and try to stop the bleeding here, as the Mighty Elephants just seem like they're just driving everything to the bucket right now.
Yeah.
They get the roll as well, and they've got full court pressure. But Redeemer has done well handling this pressure and getting it up court.
And they've got the guards to handle it. They just got to watch picking up your dribble, go meet it.
Wow, that's a favorable call.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to see Matt Prochak come up and get a ball screen up here, because the big guy will stay down and it will free up Justice. Just give him that little freedom a little bit.
Darryl Wright with the basketball. 10 team fouls. Double bonus. Perta waiting to be patient. Good job by him. Back over to Justice Schultz. You like to get more through that halfway point. That's about 6 seconds away.
I think early in the game he shoots that. I think right now he knows the last 4 minutes what his role is going to be.
Perta with a big take and a circus shot in the backyard. He wins the horse game.
And I think that's his role. Get it to the hoop. If he gets something to hoop or a wide open three, but not a jump shot.
You don't want to give that wide open look over there. Schultz playing tight. Don't play too tight. Middleton is their guy. And, oh, man, and one. Crawley. That was muscular. 48-42. 3:38. This is a dogfight. Both teams credit. This is fantastic basketball. Much like last night, PIAA. We had 4A. Now we got 3A tonight.
It's going to come down to free throw shooting because both teams will be in the double bonus. And Redeemer shooting at about 69% clip.
Oh, Middleton with a huge rebound. Missed it. And Crawley, oh, lucky. That wasn't an and one.
Holy Redeemer foul number 44, Matthew Krutchik.
They're looking for somebody else. 30-second timeout coming to Redeemer's way. 3:32 on the clock. Lots of juice left here at Freedom High School in Bethlehem. John Mendola, Mark Atherton will be right back. We are back here at Freedom High School. John Mendola, Mark Atherton, the Shark. You know, people texting me, hey, you and Sharky doing the game. Do we have to get into that nickname, or is that a long story?
Oh, it's kind of a long story, but I will say, most people will say that's from my high school days, so they're high school buddies or high school opponents.
A lot of people in the community just appreciating us to be able to give them some high school basketball. We're grateful as well up here.
Yeah, we are. And you know what? It's been 3 great games for us. We've been kind of lucky here. 2 overtime, and this is coming down to the wire also.
Crawley misses both, and Matt Prochak does the job. That's a huge play. Here comes Perta. Man, he's lightning quick. Perta's got to control the dribble. Kozerski knows what to do. Great job by Jeffrey. Schultz, elbow jumper. Didn't go, but Kozerski, the rebound machine he is.
Yeah, and Justice, I'm not sure of the shot. Get something to go to the hole. You can get it to the hole. Give it up, get another opportunity. Live for another pass or two.
48-42, 6-point advantage. Prochak thought about that one. Take your time, bud.
And whenever they're in trouble, the guards, Pro has a big on him. He could be the guy that comes out and takes away the pressure, right?
Seeing these guys develop this year, and again, I haven't seen them in every game, but they can handle every bit of pressure on the highest of state levels. No call there. Kozerski rebound, kick it out. He's disgusting right now, Kozerski, and now we got something.
What was that?
Holy Redeemer foul number 44, Matthew Prochik, his second.
Wow.
2:35 on the clock. And again, Redeemer's guys, they come over, they have a conversation with the official. The official comes over to Guido. Guido's ready to collapse over there. But it is what it is. There's been some close calls this whole game. They've been pretty consistent.
Oh, they have been. And it's 10 fouls apiece. I mean, you can't argue that. It's just 2:35. I didn't see what happened. Obviously something happened. I'm not sure. But that's Matt Prochak's 4th foul, I believe.
I thought they said 2 for a second, but I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's the 4th foul, too.
At the line shooting 2 is number 4, Chauncey Presley.
It might be 2 fouls. Why do I think that's 4 on him? I'm trying to think back at his fouls. I can't think of them. They have a scoreboard here. I wish they would put it up there.
Yeah, they don't put the player fouls up. It's either broke, but we're a state playoff game. We'd like to see it. And they've been very accommodating here at Freedom. We're fortunate. Prochak with a big box out there. I was hoping there was no foul.
Yeah, you like to see a big box. You just got to be a little careful.
Perda to right. He's got the baseline. Thought he'd get away with a dribble there. I'm not sure.
It looked funny.
It did.
But I don't think it was anything.
Schultz.
Again, you have Prochak if you need him. Now the big guy's coming outside the arc.
Kozerski just needs to be the rebound machine he's been in these last couple minutes. It's been huge. Over to the corner, Perda. He's going to drive. He don't care. He scores!
It's a huge basket.
I love the confidence of Zach Perda. I'm taking it to the rack. Stop me. And he's throwing floaters. It's going the other way. Zach Perda right now with two huge athletic plays for the Royals. And Jeffrey Kozerski's rebounds. Time out on the floor, $1:40 to go.
Redeemer up 7 with the ball. You got to be happy if you're Coach Paul Guido.
I think Guido's used his timeouts wisely. Still got a bunch. Tommy Layton goes over to the bench to check. And they tell him exactly where the ball's going to be, right between the T and the R.
And here's what you have. You have a lot of timeouts left. You're up 7. You're in the double bonus, and you have 3 guards that can handle the ball very well. And you have Prochak, who has a big guy guarding him, who could help relieve pressure if they need him by coming outside the arc, and he could handle the ball for a big guy. So you've got a lot going for you, but we also know how quick and explosive this massive science team could be. And we can't, Redeemer cannot allow them to get a couple steals and scores, or they're in trouble.
Well, you think about the elements, Mark, and basketball's changed a little bit, and, high school-wise, but, you think of pure shooters. Now, the Shields kid from Scranton, he's a heck of a player. But like Dallas, pure shooter, they got guys who could take the ball to the rack. They have guys who could shoot. Now, Redeemer, I'd say similar, right? Not pure shooters, but guys who just continue. They can make plays, make shots, but take the ball to the rack as well. It's important nowadays.
Absolutely. And, we did Dallas last night, shooting 70% from the foul line. We look at Redeemer shooting 69.2% from the foul line. Like, that's good foul shooting here. Now, it's a little different with the pressure of a state playoff, game. But let's see. If they knock them down, they're going to get this W.
At the line, number 2, Darryl Wright.
Darryl Wright. Got to talk to him over the weekend. That one falls out. Kozerski and
Returning from Massachusetts, number 10, assist Burton, that number 24, Isaiah Griffin.
we've seen all kind of crazy things happen. I think, somebody like Schultz here, if something bad would, he would foul out or whatever in the last minute, that could change things right now for Holy Redeemer. So important to be smart. He misses both free throws.
Sure.
He'll make it up here. Play a little defense, maybe get a steal. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
I think they got Kozerski for that one.
Called Prochak, I thought. Double fours.
Holy Redeemer foul number 32, Jeff Kozerski.
He fouled out.
Wow. Eyes are getting bad, Mark.
Well, you know what that does? It takes away, obviously, a presence. He's gotten, 3 offensive rebounds on the one end, did a great job. They do get a little quicker here, maybe with the pressure.
Right. And Dallas faced the same thing last night with Buffalino going out. He had to watch all the overtime and part of that fourth.
Now, it does concern me. They just got the ball down the court, and they're shooting foul shots about 5 seconds in that possession.
Free throw goes. Nice job there by Bethea.
This lefty Bethea, he has a great technique on his shot.
And we hear the scouting reports, and somebody had said, "Boy, you got to watch Middleton tonight. He's tough." Oh, same thing with executive education, where you're, okay, this guy's Florida State, this guy's LaSalle. Then you see another guy like, wow, this guy's pretty good too. So you're just not real sure.
Sure.
Right. Oh, a quick stutter. That was good. Here's Jacob Hunter. Back over and out on the Mighty Elephants. Buck 26. 5-point cling to your jersey lead here, the Royals. John Mandola, Mark Atherton on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network tonight. Freedom High School, Bethlehem.
You want the ball in Schultz's hands as much as possible.
They got to force a turnover. Schultz gets it. Boy, they're
There's
coming
another
out
team.
now. Here's the steal. Schultz has to be careful. You don't want to foul. Just let it go, and you give up the free bucket. Not much you can do there. But is down to a 3-point lead. Perda has been really good.
Good timeout.
And a foul. Woo! Hairy scary right now.
Yeah, and you want to, again, they might have to go on that fast break and maybe do a 2-on-1 and try to score another bucket there. 3-point game here, 50 seconds to go. And they've led them almost the whole way here, right? In the second half and from the second quarter on.
At the line, number 1, Zachary Perda.
Nice job by Perda. Saw his mom and dad coming in before the game. They're so proud of this young man.
Absolutely.
And the parents are all over social media. Just they're soaking up every minute of this.
And a great kid. I always tell him, don't fall back on your second foul shot. And it looked like he just leaned back a little bit and got the front rim.
Yep.
Oh,
offensive! Ho, ho, ho!
It's a
Beautiful.
gutsy play, but it was a charge all the way.
Darryl Wright went flying. It's going that away. 45.2, 4-point lead.
Jacob Hunter returns for Holy Redeemer, number 10.
Hunter is going to come down. Oh, they're going to pressure him. And a timeout.
It's a good move by Hunter.
Timeout. 37.3 seconds. Mark Atherton, John Mandola will take a quick breath. We'll be back. (51-47). Pressure will be on. Holy Redeemer with a 4-point lead. Both teams 10 team fouls. We are in regulation.
You know, normally during the season, Justice will never have a problem getting open. Here, the ante's up. Awesome athletes on both sides. I like to see Matt Prochak come up and get a ball screen for him.
Somebody's got to come out. 13 didn't check in.
He checked in late. They put him in late to the table. Someone caught it. Looks like the referee caught that. Probably for foul purposes, maybe.
There comes Burton. Official scorer's table, the whole 9 yards. This is serious business here. It is the state 3A quarterfinals. Here's Matt Prochak. He foul him. He was caught, too. He was caught. But, boy, that clock, you get 2-3 seconds only off of it. Doesn't move a whole lot.
At the line, number 44, Matthew Prochek, shooting 2.
This is where the double bonus does help the nerves a little bit.
There were nerves before this game, Mark, up here.
Yeah. Yes. Coach Guido going with a little offense-defense for the last minutes with Papchak coming in.
Prochek, what a job right there. 53-47. Feels good right now. 2-possession game. 3. Middleton misses. Rebound, and what do we got? A push from behind? Maybe Darrell Wright's 5th?
I think it's on Schultz.
Holy Redeemer foul, number 1, Zach
No.
Perna,
Thank
We're
goodness.
both wrong.
Yeah, we're both. I saw Schultz there. I was a little worried. Then I saw the one go up, and then I was happy when I didn't see the other one come up.
We better get some binoculars or something up here in the perch we are here at Freedom High School with 26.5 seconds to go. Here comes the mighty Elephants on that free throw line. They're down 5. Crawley has an edge in there, but Perda comes up with the basketball. And Perda waits to get fouled. Say, I want an opportunity on that free throw line.
Let me tell you, little things. Like inside there, Crawley got inside position on there. He's 6'9". He looked like he's getting that rebound. And Papchak just tapped. He knew he couldn't get the rebound, but he tapped it away from him into Perda's hands. That's a play that doesn't always go noticed, but it's huge.
Oh.
Should I yell down to him to stay on the line, don't back up?
Yeah.
I would be if I wasn't up here.
You got a timeout. I'll mute the mic for you if you want. 23.2, 54, 48. Having a little fun with Zach Perda, great kid. Mark was talking the last game. He was at the Kingston Rec over the weekend shooting some threes. He faded away that time, but he got it. He got it. 55-48, 22 seconds on the clock. It's looking good for the Royals right now to close out this ball game. The 3 isn't good. Prochak and Perda, and a foul with 12.3 seconds to go.
Wow, how about this? They're feeling it now. Schultz is going over to the student section.
at the line, shooting 2 is number 1, Zachary Perna.
This ain't easy. You know, you get this far and you just don't know. It's down to the wire. Constantly Perda misses.
And let me tell you, as a coach, you know right now you're figuring out 5 different ways you could lose this game. So even though everybody's cheering, you're thinking we could still lose this game. The more doubters, though, for Redeemer, it's just creating more motivation for these young men.
8-point lead feels a little bit better. Zach Perda will throw a little pressure right. 9 seconds. They'll go outside. Crawley in and out. Papchak with a rebound. And Holy Redeemer will go to the state semifinals in 3A. Every single player made a difference tonight for the Royals. What a feeling right now for these guys.
Wow, going to the Final Four. Wow.
In 3A, Redeemer showing every element of a champion. And they're representing District 2 awfully well, 56-48, the final score.
What a feeling. What a feeling for these young men. I'll tell you what, it's a great 2 nights for District 2, though.
Devon Prep win, so that'll be the opponent for Holy Redeemer.
Devon Prep is outstanding. I believe, and if I'm thinking back, I think they beat Reading High School, is #1 in the state, and it's a big 6A school, if I'm not mistaken. That's a huge task. But once again, this underdog role for Redeemer has, provided the motivation they need.
Congratulations to Holy Redeemer tonight, 56-48 winners here on the Holy Redeemer Athletic Network. For Mark Atherton, I'm John Mendola. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great night, everybody.